Hey guys, I hope that everybody's doing all right. I just wanted to come on here really quickly to do a quick thought to you guys, and then I'm gonna go ahead and finish my Bible study. But let me read this to you guys really quickly. So the word of the Lord came to me. This is Jeremiah chapter 1, verses 4, and we're gonna read to about 6. Okay. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations. Ah, sovereign Lord, I said, I do not know how to speak. I am only a child. Now I'm going to stop right there. There is no excuse in the world that you can ever come up with when God has called you out and set you apart for a purpose and a will that he has called you out for. I have totally been, and I'm just going to admit for myself, I have totally been that person that was like, no, I don't want to do this. I would rather be doing something else. This is not who I am. This is not, I was totally in denial. I didn't think that this was what he called me for, especially given my personality and just who I am as an individual. I'm very private. I'm very personal. I am a very shy person. I do not like to get out there and put my business out there. I'd rather just be in my little cocoon and be safe, and my voice is very, at least to me, I've always thought that my voice is very childish and very small and very little, everybody in my life, doesn't matter who I talk to, I have to speak louder than I naturally speak because they cannot hear me. This goes on daily at my house, whether it be my children or whoever. I have to speak louder than I naturally have been given the voice to speak, if that makes sense. So I was totally making up every excuse in the world. No, God, this is not who I'm called to be. I don't want to do this, and for a long time I didn't do it. I didn't spread the word. I didn't get into the word. I didn't think I was qualified, with what God has been teaching me and with what he has been giving me and putting me through as far as his word. I didn't think that I was knowledgeable enough or that I was qualified. In other words, I was making up every single excuse in the world. But it was a fire inside of me that kept burning. And it was like, if you are disobedient, just like Mordecai told Esther, is what I'm reminded of, you're going to perish. You're not going to be able to save your family and all the possible others that I have called you to save and that I have called you to be a mother to, a spiritual mother to, in other words, because that's the way that my grandmother put it when she prophesied over me to, to do this. And so, needless to say, take it from somebody who has been that total Jeremiah, who has been that total Jonah, who has been that Esther, where I just was in denial, didn't want to do it, but I had to do it, because who knows that you have been called for such a time as this, to be risen up, to rise up for such a time as this, where we are broken. You see it every day. So many people are selfish. So many people need to hear the word, need to know who Jesus even is. There are some children I have found out don't even know who Jesus is or God is or the Bible. They've never read the Bible. They know nothing but social media. They know nothing but cell phones and tablets. They don't know anything about the word. They don't know anything about church or anything because they weren't brought up in that way. And so there are so many people that need to hear what you've got to say. It doesn't matter if you don't think you're qualified. God will put the words inside of you to do it only the way you can do it. So if you have called to do a ministry and you're running away from it, you need to rise. You need to rise and you need to do it, because there are so many people out there that need it. God needs you. He needs you to step forth and to be able to use you to get his work done, to cultivate his field, to harvest his fruit, because it is all too rampant right now, the devil's agenda and what the devil wants. So we need to rise. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a good day. Bye.